Hello everybody and welcome back to World of Warships Legends. My name is Spartan Elite 43 and tonight we are back in the Schlieffen. And, what was that? I think I swallowed a goose. What was that? My voice, help! Anyway, it's been a while since we've shown a video in the Schlieffen, I think. I don't remember the last time we did it. But a lot of people have been yelling at me, be like, Spartan, why don't you play something? Blah, 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 blah. So here we are! We're playing the best German battleship in the game. Period. It's not even a question. There's a lot of people that always say things like the Bismarck or the Tirpitz or the Brandenburg or the but I'm telling you, the German battlecruisers are where it's at. Don't even bother going down the main line anymore. It's completely obsolete. There is absolutely zero advantage to going up the main line of the German battleships, when you can go up the battlecruisers instead and just be better across the board. Yeah, they lose a little bit of the tankiness because they don't have the 32mm bow, but you don't need it. They still have the extended belt that goes all the way to the bow, and most people that overmatch you shoot at the waterline, so you just laugh at them. But what these ships can do far exceeds what the mainline battleships can do. Not only are they more accurate, they also have 16-inch guns at the higher tiers. They also have better secondaries, more accurate secondaries, and of course they have torpedoes. And we are going to showcase a pretty amazing, fun match in my first match out in the Schlieffen. It's almost like you literally can just take this ship out into battle, have a good time. Now, of course, we end up in a match where we're on basically the perfect map for a Schlieffen. Close quarters, lots of avenues of approach. You don't really have to worry a whole heck of a lot. Like, you can do a lot of good here. But we roll out, we take a shot at the Worcester, who gets away with murder as he's broadside to me, but it's going to happen from time to time, right? Like, you know it's going to happen. By the way, for those of you who don't know, I do run the Azure Lane Bismarck Commander. Now you can see the Kleber is spotted here. We also have another Schlieffen on the left side over there. So Kleber was already being attacked with secondaries. And then I roll up, put on my sonar just to try to keep him lit up. And of course he's going to try to run away because he's like, screw that life! And he's out. But now that we've chased him kind of away, we're going to put ourselves in a position to grab this cap. Now, I'm not going to lie. I knew there was a battleship coming over from the left side, but I wasn't expecting him to come across as we move forward here. You can see there is a destroyer out there. There's a cruiser out there. And so we're going to try to do our best to put ourselves in a good position. I am going to make a huge mistake in a minute, but we'll push that out there once we see it. But yeah, you'll see that I do get spotted here by the ARP Musashi. Secondaries are already firing. This guy's already got his guns loaded and looking at us. We get a shot off. He ends up resetting the cap. Shocker. But we also end up citadeling him with the one shell that we hit him with, which is great, but also annoying at the exact same time. Now, obviously, there's a lot of small caliber AP coming in, which tells me one of two things. Either the Worcester is the only Worcester in history to be shooting AP at a battleship, or there's a Mino out there, so we're going to assume it is a Mino, considering the Worcester's already dead. I don't know if you noticed that. Worcester's already dead. But here you can see, I'm going to go ahead and try to play a little bit smarter here. We do get spotted from the left side of the map momentarily. You can see I'm trying to measure up what this ARP Musashi is doing. I know we only have like 8 kilometers of range on these torpedoes, and they're not very fast. They're very slow torpedoes. So I'm not trying to actually torp him here. What I'm trying to do is just figure out what he's doing. So by using the torps, I can tell he was reversing, right? So I'm going to move back. I'm going to get myself to the edge of the island here, and I'm going to be able to lob the island. But not only am I able to lob the island, but my secondaries are able to lob the island. And as he slows down, because he doesn't want to back out in front of my team over there, there's a lot of DPM over there. As he slows down, he's actually kind of staying right inside my secondary range. And so we get a nice, easy shot. He takes a shot across at somebody. I think there's a cruiser behind me that got spotted. But you can see we are going to get spotted here by that destroyer on the left flank. Now, Schlieffen starts pushing in. He's got the Grosse Kurfürst's attention, which is good news for us. So we're going to go ahead and try to put ourselves in a position to help the right side of the map. right? If there's a Schlieffen on the left side, plus there's a battleship cruiser over there, we're going to try to put ourselves in a good position. Now, Musashi takes a terrible shot at us. We're never in any danger there. But you can see we actually have somebody that is requesting support over here on this right flank, as well as the Mino starts to think about pushing out. So with the Pommern behind the island, I figure this is the perfect time. The only thing we really had to worry about is the Kleber, and we have no idea where he's at. So he's not been seen since he ran away. But as we push in, actually I lied. He has been seen since he ran away, and they were both on the left flank. But anyway, I didn't know that at the time. But as we push out, we get absolutely screwed on RNG here. But this is the time where I make the crucial mistake. Mino's at 7 kilometers away, and I sell out to get my guns on target, which is going to do two things. One, going broadside to a Mino, which is stupid in and of its own right. That thing has ridiculous AP, has the ability to hit you with a lot of shots very, very quickly. But I sold out to get all my guns on target. He beaches, I beach. But what does a Mino also have, guys? Torpedoes. And I used my damage control for a fucking turret. And not only that, not only did I use a damage control for a fucking turret, but I also got to remember that this thing only has, like, limited number of damage control. But we also have a Pommern out here. We're going to go ahead and just try to assume that Mino might try to rush around the corner. Remember, Minos do have a super heal, so we got to be careful there. We're angled okay to the Pommern, but Pommern gets a pretty good shot against us. We're going to go ahead and fire at the Pommern as well and showcase that, you know, battlecruisers are better. But we only get one shell. I think I may have shot through the island there and got some ghost shells. You can see I do get my damage control back. So I end up wasting a damage control there, which is going to come in real bad for us later on. Our secondaries get the close quarter medal on the Mino, and as the Pommern gets behind the island, we're actually going to disappear. But he gets another shot off, and we get very lucky not to be taken out there. But Pommern, still broadside to us, still begging for it. We're going to go ahead and let auto-aim take this one. Notice we just got another fire off of our secondaries, which again is another thing that these are good at. But watch what I do here. I actually use the sonar to figure out where the battleships are. We get our best salvo of the game against the Pommern there. Just absolutely obliterating his broadside. We got the perma-fire going on him as well. Our teammates are helping do some damage to him, and we no longer have to worry about him. As he gets low, our fire end up claiming our second victim. So our secondaries so far are responsible for 2 of our 2 kills. So you gotta love that. Now, Le Chun ends up taking out our République, and that leaves just the cruiser over there, which is not good when you're the only cruiser on your side of the map, and there's a Venezia and a Gross Curfers. But I noticed with my sonar that there is a Yamato right around the corner. We already know there's a Musashi right around the corner, which is just making me absolutely salivate at my potential damage output right here as we come around the corner. But we don't have a lot of health because of our stupidity when it comes to poor damage control management in this match. We have lost a lot of hit points. We can heal a lot of that back, but it's going to take time to heal it back, and I don't really have time. So as he pushes forward, we're going to go ahead and try to get the shot through the side, and again, just screwed on RNG. One shell at point blank. 3 kilometers away, one shell hits the target. It was a Citadel, but again, it's real unfortunate. Now, we also know that the Musashi is here. And knowing that both these guys know we're here, we don't want to go too crazy. We don't want to run around the corner and get yeeted, right? We want to give them a chance to think. When you give players a chance to think, oftentimes they will overthink. And when you have a destroyer over there that's going to be trying to yeet through the torpedo, or through the gap, we're going to let the Yamato get engaged with them for a second before we come around the corner on our Musashi. The reason being is we want to push on these guys, but we also want to do it smart. And now that he's being torpedoed, you can see I'm paying attention to the Yama. You can see him just out of the corner of our eye. We come around the corner. We've got our front guns ready. We're going to go ahead and aim just above waterline. Remember, it's got a massive citadel, so we want as much damage as possible here, or as many shells as possible. We slap the crap out of them. The rear guns are ready to go. We're going to go through the rear cheek, get the kill on the Yama, and of course we have our torpedoes ready to go for for the kill on the Musashi as well. So let this be a lesson to you goobers and your Yamatos and Musashis. If you just sit around a corner grouped up and there's this Schlieffen around, you're done. You're just gonna get yeeted. But a lot of that was set up by the fact that we waited for that Yamato to kind of push forward right to our teammate. Paying attention to the minimap is huge. Knowing that we have two teammates right there that can engage that Yamato and take his attention. And as soon as he took those torpedoes, we knew he was an easy kill, so we're not likely to get damage from him because he's probably looking the other direction. So now I'm not paying attention to the map here. I'm not going to lie to you. The points in this match, we should have been paying a lot more attention to. I'm going to be slowing down. I'm going to be trying to take my time here because I don't want to just rush around the corner. I have no idea where the GK is at this point. Clearly on the minimap, he was headed north, so he's probably moved around the corner, but I don't know that for a fact. He could be just on the backside of that Venezia around the island, and if I come around the corner, I'm going to get yeeted. Also, Venezia has incredible SAP that can easily kill me in 1 to 2 salvos. So we got to be careful there. But I go ahead and I push anyway. And you can see the points are starting to add up. I'm trying to get around the corner. The Venezia does finally get the cap. But unfortunately for us, it's a little too late. But Venezia goes full broadside and absolutely begs for it. We take the shot. He gets yeeted by our Des Moines. I'm assuming it's a Des Moines. And then we get screwed. Like, we should have been able to kill that Venezia there. Now here, again, I'm not paying attention to my points, so I'm like, okay, well, I just got to heal back. I don't need to use my damage control for a single fire here. I am very well aware that if I fire my guns again, that this Venezia in his smoke screen is going to have a huge advantage on us. And we don't have a lot of hit points. So I'm also well aware that the last thing he saw me doing was coming straight at him. So we're going to turn away to try to avoid any potential slow sea mines that the man might be launching out of his Venezia. So, in a moment, you're going to see, we're actually going to see the enemy GK coming directly through the gap on our left. And I was thinking about shooting the Venezia here, and I probably should have if I was paying attention to the score, but then the GK gets spotted, and he is full health, man. And our Des Moines was about to come right out in front of him, full broadside. And I was just like, oh my god, I'm going to get some damage. But unfortunately, the game ends on points, and I just cried. I'm not going to lie. I had so much more potential damage there that it was saddening. But 187,000 damage, fun game, even with a couple of mistakes thrown in there for teaching moments. The Schlieffen, still just nasty when it comes to being able to control the narrative around the map. So let me know what you guys think. Do you guys enjoy the Schlieffen as much as I do? And if you like what I'm doing, punch the like button, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, I will see you in the next video.